Well, it was the debates that brought him undone, Paul, right from the beginning. He entered the campaign with such a buzz, but who can forget that awful moment when he froze on live television trying to remember the 3 federal departments that he would actually cut, and then he ended that sentence with, oops. I mean, he never recovered from that, unfortunately, for the supporters of Rick Perry. And in fact, after New Hampshire, after the second vote for the Republicans, he'd indicated he was packing up and heading home, and then decided he would go to South Carolina. So here we are, just 48 hours away from the vote, and he's decided that he doesn't have it. The numbers weren't there. He might have had the money to keep going, but really, what was the point? His polling was just so bad.
Now, there's a few issues to talk about. Can we firstly talk about the Iowa caucuses? And there seems to be a hitch in the vote counting there.
Well, there was a hitch on the night. Remember, it was that razor-thin victory, we thought, for Mitt Romney, 8 votes, but they were chasing the votes into 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, now they've done the official count, and it turns out that Rick Santorum actually won by 34 votes. But it's not even as simple as that, because 8 of the precincts can't find their votes. So poor old Rick Santorum, he could have come away from Iowa saying, I won Iowa. It does change history, because before today, we thought that Mitt Romney was the first candidate to take out both Iowa and New Hampshire. Well, that appears not to have happened, but it's too late for Rick Santorum to really get any drive from it, because he was hoping to get those Conservative votes going into South Carolina, but it looks like they are heading Newt Gingrich's way. And in fact, Rick Perry, when he pulled the plug today, said that he would support Newt Gingrich and call for his supporters to throw their support behind Newt Gingrich. And Paul, I think we've got a quote from Rick Perry when he talked about why Newt Gingrich should be now accepted as the candidate, if we could have a listen to it.
I believe Newt is a conservative visionary who can transform our country. We've had our differences, which campaigns will inevitably have. And Newt is not perfect, but who among us is? I have no question that Newt Gingrich has the heart of a conservative reformer, the ability to rally and captivate the conservative movement, the courage to tell those Washington interests to take a hike if that's what's in the best interest of our country.
Rick Perry there. And Lisa, we'll talk about those imperfections in just a moment, but just to finish on the numbers and heading into South Carolina, Rick Perry was polling in single digits anyway. Will Newt Gingrich have a big kick from this?
Yeah, he may well. This could be a game changer, in fact, Paul, because the latest polls over the last 24 hours indicate that Mitt Romney's lead is dropping away, and dropping away pretty rapidly, and that Newt Gingrich could pick up. So Rick Santorum, there's so many Ricks, Rick Perry's decision to pull the plug now may actually have a big impact on the result on the weekend. Some people are saying Newt Gingrich could actually pull this off.